Brother, can you explain? Isaiah 4, 5, and 6 says, does it speak of the millennial poison or the coming world? And if so, why does it speak of night? It's not that night will no longer exist. I read from verse 3, and it will happen that the one who remains in Zion, the one who is left in Jerusalem, will be called set apart, all who are registered in Jerusalem among the living, when the sovereign washes away the filth of the daughters of Zion and cleanses Jerusalem from the bloodshed in its midst, with a spirit of judgment and with a spirit of devastation. Notice that it is speaking of the Jerusalem of today, which will be washed. It is not talking about bringing down the new Jerusalem, which is the eternal one. It says, and Yahweh will create over all the dwelling of Mount Zion and over all the places of its assemblies a cloud and darkness by day and a brightness of flames of fire by night, and above all the esteem of Yahweh as a teacher. And there will be a shelter of shade against the heat of the day and a refuge and hiding place against the storm of the downpour. So here, as I said, it is referring to the millennium because it is talking about the Jerusalem of today. The new Jerusalem will be new. It will not need to be cleansed of any blood. So it refers to the restoration that will take place during the millennium. The new heaven and the new earth is one in which there will never be night. On the other hand, in a certain way, this verse that is being discussed here seems to relate to the unique day that is mentioned in various parts of Scripture, that when evening comes there will be light. It will be neither day nor night, a unique day which also connects you to the day when Yahweh stopped the sun and the moon through the light. It says Yahweh will create over all the dwelling of Mount Zion and over the places of its assemblies a cloud and darkness by day. Hence darkness by day, there will be darkness when it should be day, and by night brightness of flames. So it's as if things will be turned upside down, like from north to south over the north. And I repeat, these words that resonate here seem to connect with the unique day that will be the transition from this reality to the other. Yahweh will do it on a special day, very possibly in Megiddo, since, as I said, the representation was given with Yahweh in a war in which he stopped the sun and the moon to prevail. So that day will be unique, and it is mentioned several times in the scriptures, but on the other hand, it can also be seen that it is alluding to the column of cloud that protected the people in the desert from the sun, and the column of fire that gave light to the people at night. And Yahweh will create over all the dwelling of Mount Zion, and I will see a moment in all this in Hebrew, and Yahweh will create over every place of Mount Zion and over all the congregation cloud by day, cloud. It says Yomam for the days, or for the day, cloud of smoke and brightness of fire like a flame, or as a flame by night, because over all the pain of the same truth there will be a defense, a protection, in fact a dome like a roof, the roof that is also used, as it is called, for marriage, as if after the wedding of the Lamb the congregation will have a home and will be protected, just as the people had two columns, the one of smoke by day and the one of fire by night. So will the people be united to the first and the last, and to Joshua the cloud full of water, water of life, and the last like the fire, the column of fire. And here neither Boaz and the last, who comes clearly like the dawn and the night, as the scripture says, but that has already been made clear.